I kicked out my girlfriend's sister and her kids out of my flat after my girlfriend gave her the keys. I had this rule with my girlfriend Amy where we both had keys to each other's places. Simple system. If you're going to the other person's apartment, just text them. Doesn't matter if they respond or even see it right away. Just let them know you're heading over. We never talked about it out loud, but we both followed it for 3 years without any problems. I was supposed to be away for 2 weeks at a training thing for work about 700 kilometers from home. 4 days in, our instructor crashed his motorcycle. Company tried finding a replacement but couldn't get anyone on short notice. At 10 p.m., they told us they were flying everyone home first thing in the morning at 6 a.m., paying us overtime plus the next day off, then back to normal schedule. Got home around 9 a.m. the next day. Sent Amy a text saying I was back early. Walking up to my apartment door, I heard kids screaming inside. High-pitched screaming like little kids do when they're playing. I don't have kids. My brother doesn't have kids that age. Amy doesn't have kids. Thought someone broke in or I was at the wrong apartment for a second. Opened the door, and there's a wet kid running around in underwear after a shower, leaving water trails everywhere on my wood floor. Plates with half-eaten ravioli sitting on my living room carpet. 2 open suitcases blocking my entrance with clothes spilling out. Walked in more, and there's this guy on my couch messing with wires behind my TV. He had pulled out my old PS2 from my storage closet and was trying to hook it up. I asked him what the hell he was doing in my apartment. He looked confused, like I was the weird one. Said Amy told them they could stay here for 2 weeks while I was gone. They wanted to visit the city and go to the beach. Right then, Amy texted me saying, "Oh yeah, BTW, my sister's family is at your place." That's it. No asking. No sorry for not mentioning it sooner. Just letting me know after the fact. I completely lost it on him and Amy's sister who came out of my bedroom. Told them to pack up and get out right now. Sister started arguing saying Amy promised them the place. That they drove 6 hours to get here. That the kids were so excited for the beach. Amy called her sister's phone and sister put it on speaker so we could all hear. Amy said I was embarrassing her and being dramatic. That she told them they could use my place and I should just deal with it. I told them I was calling the cops if they didn't leave in 10 minutes. Called my brother too and told him to come over. Sister and her husband started packing while yelling at me in front of their kids. Telling the kids that vacation was over because mommy's sister's mean boyfriend was kicking them out. Kids started crying. Husband kept muttering about what a jerk I was. Before they left, I went to my bedroom to make sure nothing was missing. My medication bottles from my nightstand were moved around. I keep them in a specific order because I take different things on different days. 1 bottle of benzos was opened. I hadn't opened that bottle yet. It was supposed to be sealed. Some pills were missing. I came out and asked if they took my prescription medication. Sister said they had headaches from the drive and didn't think I would mind. That's when I actually did call the cops. Cops showed up as they were loading the last stuff in their car. Told the officer they took my controlled medication. Officer talked to them and got their information. Didn't arrest anyone but said I could press charges if I wanted. They finally left. Then my phone exploded. Amy's mom calling me selfish. Her dad saying I ruined his grandkids' vacation. Amy's brother sent me a long message about how I could have just stayed at Amy's place for 2 weeks so the kids could have a nice time. Even my own mom called saying I should have been more flexible. And that family is important. My aunt said kids need good memories, and I took that away from them. Amy showed up at my door that night crying, saying I made her look terrible in front of her whole family. That her sister spent money on gas to drive here and now that money was wasted. I asked her why she gave away my apartment without asking me. She said she didn't think it was a big deal since I wasn't going to be there anyway. I told her that wasn't the point. She had no right to give someone else my keys and let them stay in my private space without even asking me first. She said I was being selfish and controlling. That relationships are about compromise and helping family. I brought up the medication. She went quiet for a minute, then said her sister didn't know they were prescription pills. I asked her how you mistake a prescription bottle with my name on it for regular pain medication. She left and slammed the door.